tell them they have to do it too, because they need to learn how to distribute their own work. I do it too for them. But it's got to be all over the place. You have to hit it hard and heavy. Everybody else is doing it. You see a lot of repetition. Look at the people who are doing repetition. Sometimes it's so damn boring, you just keep deleting it. If it's not new and exciting, don't put it on. But when you do make something, upload to every site possible. And then the other person, upload to every site possible. And you keep distributing what has just occurred. People are listening all over, many different languages. I put you in different countries, languages, time zones, and you do the same.
For sure. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good timing. Yeah, my digital video professor told me before that when viewers or people watch TV, there's two kinds of people. There's viewers and there's producers. And he says that as a producer, he says that viewers, they get distracted within within 6 seconds. He's like after 6 seconds of a video, like if there's no movement or if it just gets boring, people will just find something else to do or they'll get distracted. So like the 8 to 12 minutes, I can get along with that too, because the human mind just basically it's almost like ADD. It can be.
Yeah.
It can
Yes.
be. But yeah. So I get what you're talking about, and I can relate to what my professor said and relate to what y'all said on each of you. What y'all said.
And tell your professor, I do not have professional training as he does, but I know the human mind. I know what works and what doesn't work. But I'm glad that your professor told you that. That's why when you make a video, if it's not, quick and exciting within the first 6 seconds, it's boring, it's done, and it's on to somebody else. You've got to have voice inflection. You've got to have everything ready to rock and roll. And no script. Just do it. If you don't like it, you do it again. That's what I say. It's been a privilege to be on your show again, Jay Blue, my esteemed colleague.
It's an honor to have you as a special guest on my podcast. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
Cheryl Rose, we love you, and we love all. We love you, Cheryl Rose, and we love the listeners. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for sharing, liking, and commenting on this podcast. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, follow. Make sure that you tune in to Cheryl Rose next podcast. Next episode on her podcast, Let's Talk with Cheryl Rose on Spreaker.com. So look for Let's Talk with Cheryl Rose on Spreaker.com and check out all her podcasts and make sure you tune in to her next episode. And Let's Talk with Cheryl Rose, are there any last words you want to say before we wrap this up?
I thank you for being one of my esteemed colleagues, and I am enjoying your growth at the same time.
Yes.
And I thank the people for listening, because this is such an exciting show, and it's going to even get better in 2021.
Yes, it's going to get better.
Those are my last words.
Yes, it will get better. Yes. And by the way, I'm Jay Blue Sanders, also known as DJ Blue Radio, and this is very important for me to go over before we wrap this up. Our email is theamazingfufuradio@gmail.com. So this episode is on the Amazing Fufu Wall on Spreaker.com. So make sure you tune into my podcast, DJ Blue Radio, The J Blue Show, on Spreaker.com with the Amazing Fufu Radio. And you can contact us directly at theamazingfufuradio@gmail.com. And don't forget, Cheryl Rose 1966@gmail.com. Make sure that you send her a press kit or a resume or something, your product. If you want something reviewed, give her a holler. Let's Talk with Cheryl Rose. Thanks again.
Thank you.
We love you very much.
Thank you so much, Jay Blue.
Thanks again,
God
everybody.
Bless. Be well, be safe.
Have a wonderful time. All right.
You too.
Until we meet
Enjoy
again.
the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye bye. All right, and we
Bye.
are out. Peace.
We are out. Peace, love, and